Da 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 da. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. That's here, coming to you for the 7th day of the scoring phase. This will be the longest CBL I've ever been part of, and I am grateful for it. It does mean that these teams are going to get better and better and better. After a long 11-day week, 11 days, so we did have the release of the Helheim season. Got to have a look at the Huskarls last time and the Varangian Guards. They have not been officially released just yet, but the Huskarls are usable, I believe, in free battle and training grounds. So you probably have a lot of people testing those guys out. But on the 20th, they'll be officially released, and we can actually use them in siege battles. So, that is very exciting. But tonight, we have the CBL yet again. We're going to be watching the XManJiaYing. Hang on, I got my notes here. We got the XManJiaYing versus the Knights Hospitales. Followed by, we're going to be watching the Knights Hospitales versus XManJiaYing. Then we're going to be watching the CrazyTigerEntertainment versus Knight. But let me just run you through all of the divisions that is happening tonight. For the A division, we have XLTZ versus no. Unfortunately, XLZT gave up. Followed by CTE versus YE for the second round. For Group B, we have TKH versus MJY, followed by ECL versus Xeon. For Group C, we only have one battle, XMJY versus Ace. And then in Group D, there is OF versus AMA. Not very many battles tonight, but not very many battles tonight. That is to be kind of expected. We've got a couple of people that have given up throughout, and obviously we have a little bit of uneven numbers with 50 teams split across 4 different groups. That means there is definitely going to be some times where there's going to be only one matches played off. But other than that, we're going to be waiting for the first battle between MJY versus TKH. Officially will start. Well, it looks like we're going to have to redo the thing by the looks of it. I wouldn't be surprised. He probably DC'd, which is really funny. Probably going to start in around about 6 minutes. We're going to have to wait for the TKH versus MJY to redux because well, yeah. It's really funny sometimes when that happens. He should come back anytime now. Should close it out. Just double check it actually, just in case I'm accidentally left where I should be. But I mean, like, he did drop it. So yeah, that is the wrong. Yeah, gotta wait for the official match to redo, because the person who's controlling it is not an observer. If it's not the observer, everyone should leave. There we go. We have seen both these teams before. I'm expecting the Knights Hospitales to perform better. I think it might be the second time around these guys are actually facing off. Could be wrong about that actually. Oh no, this will be the first time they're fighting. They fought TKT the last time. I see. Oh no, wait, they didn't fight any of them. Oh, okay. XMJYings have only had 2 battles. I'm just reading this. Yeah, so I'm just reading this wrong. Thank you, Zombie, for this helpful chart. Definitely really good. Otherwise, we also have... esports schedule. Yep. Oh, please don't look at my tabs. They're just a bunch of mango. Anyway, while we're waiting, let's go check out the rankings. Again, this ranking has an uneven number of battles for teams. Some people have played off against 3 battles, some people have played off against more battles. And yeah, that's really annoying. Come on. Gotta fix this, gotta fix this, gotta fix this. Cease your heresy. Oh, there we go. Alright, that should fix it. And I mean, like... Man! You know, I should definitely not show that. Anyway. For Group A, we have Nope coming in first with 11 points, with only 3 completed matches. DQS's with 9 points, coming in second with 2 matches, and 4 Seasons coming in with 9 points as well, with 2 matches performed. Kamikaze coming in fourth with 8 points, with 3 matches completed. Again, the matches haven't been, a lot of matches have not been completed, so we'll definitely be seeing a lot of matches this CBL. Whether or not they'll be interesting is another question. I believe that every week that this scoring phase goes on, the teams that are persistent will definitely get better and better and better. I would love to see what Crusaders have in the bag, whether or not they're still around. Last time I heard that they might have been disbanded, so that's very unfortunate. Other than that, we also have, other than that, I mean, these are the scores for the groups. Continuing on, again, Valk, ABC, and XLZT all have forfeited their matches, so it's just very annoying. I'm not sure about WLBG, who, about that. 0 completed matches, so very interesting. These guys have not gotten the chance to actually fight. Similarly, ERG also seem to have forfeited from Group C, with top teams again ranking with 11 points if they played 3 matches and won all matches. Otherwise, playing 2 matches, you get the 9 points. Hi! The sky blue ball. English casting? What do you mean by English casting? I mean, like, I speak English. This is for the Conqueror's Blade League. Unless you're here for the Conqueror's Blade Rivals. That's a different thing. look like there's been a confusion for rooms here. Oh, please don't tell me that they forfeited. That'd be very upsetting. Oh, also, this is a 3-minute delay, so my response, will be super... Yeah, sorry, you probably didn't get, my response instantly. There's a 3-minute delay, so I'm reading your chat from, like, I'm reading your chat and just be like, yeah. This is gonna be really upsetting if XManJiaYing does forfeit. Also, highly illegal to sign up twice. Highly illegal to sign up twice. Alright, just a brief summary. You get 2 points per win, and you start off with 5 points. So no peer hasn't dropped a battle, DQS hasn't lost a battle, FRS hasn't lost a battle. Kami actually lost a battle, but fought 3 matches, so that's interesting. TKT, other than that, CTE also won all of their battles, but they only played 1. TKT, ECL, MTA, JKKT, and Xeon have all won their battles that they have performed in. It definitely shows that MJY and DYT definitely not doing too hot. Again, we've got 3 people that did forfeit during in this section, so that's very unfortunate. So we have EFFS, CBL, Ace, GNG, XMJY, all winning their battles that they have played. It's very interesting that IOI lost twice and won 1, so they're still at 5 points. Otherwise, the rest have lost the majority of the other ones. And then you have Pleb, OF, MGK, AMA, V, and I, all winning the battles that they have played. I mean, it's really a wonder how many scoring phases these guys will go through. I think will come down to basically 1 match for each person in the thing. So that's really weird that they actually have 2 12s there. I didn't see that the first time. Plenty of battles here. I mean, like, this is gonna be really sad if Man, am I not gonna get a battle tonight? This is gonna be super sad. You guys are forfeiting at the worst time, people. I want to see if I can join a different one. God damn it. Oh my god. Wrong password. What's it doing? Oh, this is the wrong. That was the wrong password anyway. I want to see if I can get into this one because otherwise I'm gonna have no battle. Did he just call for a ready? Ah, oh, man. I'm sitting in there and it's just like... this is gonna be really funny because I came in super late. Oh, please notice me. Yes, he did. Holy cow. Today is just not a good day. Alright, they're creating now for a different battle, but I mean, like... I mean, I should have gone with some other battles, talk with you guys to see what battles would have been interesting. I went for the other XMJY has to be related to MJY, so it's just like... yeah, something like that. Four teams from each group will move forward. Something like that. I think 16 teams was what they're looking for. Ah, man, I gotta make a split. It's situations where like this, where I'm just confused whether or not it's happening. So, I mean, they're probably just going to get right into the battle for OF versus AMA, so I probably won't be able to join that in time. A little bit. Ah, man. It's already a nightmare because because one of the battles at the start is already closed out, and the second, and it does look like MJY is pulling out, so they're forfeited by the looks of it. Ugh. There's only 3 nights like these where there's very little number of but there's only a certain number of like OB spots, and this is where it can get a little tricky. I don't think there's very many people actually on right now to stream battles, which is very interesting. Which is actually lucky because it just means less streamer competition, so I don't have to battle out with other streamers. We're waiting for one more XMJY. And there's the ready for OF versus AMA. They're chatting a lot in this chat room. I don't even know what they're saying. So observer 0003. It should be just 03. 003. What is happening? People are going off in chat, I think. Yep, thought so. Fucking damn it, man. MJY forfeited. They're waiting. MJY did forfeit in the end. They're a little bit late to clarify. Trying to get in some other matches as well. That means there's only 2 matches in the first round. Because one forfeit and the other one not playing. One of the guys just left as well. Man, this is not turning out to be a very good day coming back. Too late now. Too late now. I should have waited. I should have went for the OF versus AMA. Probably would have been an more interesting match than sitting here waiting for more people to arrive. This is the cutoff time. The cutoff time and the preparation time really need to be more concrete. It's also just unfortunate that it's also just unfortunate that the teams can't be punctual. It's better to have a match than to not have a match at all. But as I'm not dedicated to just streaming any one battle, it's just very difficult when matches draw on like this. We're about to hit 15 minutes of wait time for XMJY. I mean, like, OF versus AMA did go on for a while, and it did only start like a couple of minutes ago. Oh, there we go. That's the last player. I don't know what people are talking about Zhao 7 in here. What the hell? It looks like they're ready to go. Took them a while. Finally got there in the end. But we have the first battle. Not going to be watching the Knights Hospitalis versus MJY, but we're watching XMJY versus Ace in this case. Oh man. So, looking at the unit, well, looking at a lot of medium armor classes coming out from Ace. Ace going in with the 5 pikes, 3 spears, and 3 muskets. We got two muskets from XMJY. And I even spread across several classes. So you got some pikes, poleaxes, short swords, and long swords. We got one longsword coming out from Ace, though. One glaive. I want to see how well this glaive turns out to be. Coming up to about unit composition. A lot of serfs being filled out here. Important units. Important factor here is a lot of tier 5 units coming out from the defenders. It's a little bit to be expected that heavy tier 5 will win out here, but it looks like the attackers will come out with more tier 4s, coming in with their banner guards, Tundra humans, and the Fortibratios. Does look like we have a Claymore and some interesting units. I mean, like the Claymores with the Axe Raiders, them coming out is fairly interesting. Otherwise, we got some Ball Sacks and the Prefecture Pikemen coming out to fill out as tier 3s. Tier 5 is fairly strong and will dominate for a lot of the battles. I mean, can't really change that. They're the strongest units in game, so they'll definitely win in situations where you need it all in it. So the defenders have a little bit of a luxury. Oh my god, come on. Don't flick me. There we go. It's because I didn't press it. Never mind. There we go. And I am in the wall. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Coming out with a spread. Going to go for those back ladders. Gonna go for the sneak climb. If this pike is not careful, he's about to lose his culverin. I mean, even if you put the culverin on these stairs, it'll still be trebable. He does stop it, interestingly enough. Important to note is just 2 Metallitors, lots of Iron Reapers, 1 Royal Janissaries. 2 Royal Janissaries available, though. Trebs immediately the close stair. No, actually, probably attempted to treb the Metallitors here. Would have been easier just to put them down here so they're not trebable, but it could be baiting out the trebs here. Spend time moving around. We got some counter Metallitor fire. No deaths, unfortunately. Would really like to see these guys shooting against each other, which is very, very interesting. Couple of Iron Reapers take some heavy hits here. Whoa! Farmers being thrown up here for a freebie. Looks like they tried to treb the... Yeah, looks like they tried to treb them, but doesn't look like that treb came out very well. Putting quite a bit of pressure. Ace is doing a really good job. They're not exactly up on the wall, but they're definitely making it difficult for XMJY to maintain wall superiority without actually committing units up here. We got the left-hand siege tower up on the wall. We got the right-hand siege tower up on the wall. Surprisingly, they're just winning with heroes right now without sending units up. Looks like a massacre of heroes. That is very interesting. A single battle coming out here. We got quite a few deaths. XMJY, what are you doing? You give up the wall in this scenario. You tried to suppress it. Didn't work out too well for you. We've got a lot of culverins still available. A little bit of catches here on some Iron Reapers. Not retreating. Well, trying to get them out of there. We'll capture a couple of them. Each one is deadly and very valuable. Looks like they're going to leave those. They're tough. They're definitely tough. It will take a while to kill any of those Iron Reapers, so I doubt that the unit is completely dead. Here we go with a ballista style. Takes out his horse. You only have 3 of those, by the way. A little bit of a waste to shoot the farmers with the ballista, but good baiting out from XMJY. This phase here, with a lot of ballistas being deployed, is quite obnoxious, mainly due to the fact that it's very, It's very difficult to counter this, mainly because the wall is at a huge advantage to whoever controls it. In this case, the attackers control most of the wall, more strongly on the right-hand side. Pressure is not exactly mounting, but going to try to mortar it. Nope. Shortbow does stop him. We got some interesting shots here. Shooting. Ooh, taking out 2 Iron Reapers. Scouting the place. Does look like they've already relegated to give up this right-hand side, but they haven't... Ace hasn't given the go-ahead to take that right-hand side. Want to maintain the wall just for a little bit. Maybe going to look to come down now. The farmers are not really good targets to shoot. As you can see, they're just pretty... They have high numbers and pretty worthless to pick up with your important ballistas. XMJY might have more kills, but that's mainly due to the farmers. We got some Adels and some Iron Reapers here on the right-hand side. Doesn't look like XMJY is poised for an attack here. Oh, I think... Oh, there we go. The Medals have braced up. A fight here on the right-hand side will kick off. Does look like the Medals were deployed eventually. We don't have any heroes on this mountain of siege weapons up here. What a miss. That's very unfortunate. Here we go. Some Medals here at the back. Going to be very important for them to collapse in fast, as that supply point will go down shortly. We only got 1 Iron Reaper holding with 1 longsword, but reinforcements is coming for the back line. Does look like those Brassian Wild Flames winning it huge for Ace here. Ace is lighting this pile on fire. Only 2 Medals holding back against this tide. Cataphrax couldn't make it all the way through. Does look like the Royal Janissaries come up and, well, looks like they got decimated by the Iron Reapers. Very unfortunate. A nice pickup for the attackers here. Getting 200 odd kills, pushing on for about 100 losses. We're at about a 2-to-1 pickup. This is very good for the attackers. I think Ace has this next section going to be a little bit more difficult. But XMJY not bringing their full force to bear. I do think not every single member from XMJY did participate there, which is actually very strange, considering that the entirety of Ace was on that right-hand side. Maybe 1 or 2 heroes were lurking about. It's just hard to see that the defenders are not working together very well. Half and half here, half there. We got some Metallators shooting down, which is going to be put on massive amounts of pressure, breaking through any line. The unblockable nature of the Metallators just makes standing here in this chokehold extraordinarily dangerous. And instantly losing out here with sheer mass, and Imperial Pikes out to go. Bastion Wild Flames also there to turn the tide. Imperial Pike March after Imperial Pike March. That is a long time since I've seen a Imperial Pike March walk so continuously. I think that was 2 Imperial Pikes, one after the other. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, wait, no, wrong side. Nice. Nice Cataphract coming in from behind there, cleaning up the infantry. Well, we got some Tundra Human, unlucky to keep them under control. The Shenji don't die, fortunately, but the B point has been captured. Massive losses for XMJY. XMJY is going to probably lose the base point at this rate fairly easily. Again, around about 100 death to about a 300 pickup this time. This was a landslide victory here at the B point. And with lots of time to go, I don't think Ace has any worry about attrition-style lineup. What's going to be probably important is how many deaths they are facing. With 11 revives left, we could be looking at 1 guy already permadeathing. Very unfortunate for him, unable to come back into the battle. Otherwise, looking pretty healthy here for Ace, but Ace got one guy looking very dangerous here. He's alive, but that's probably going to be his last life. So this push is all or nothing for him. Otherwise, he could attempt to stay alive. Good idea to fully surround this base point. Does look like there's going swinging out to the right-hand side instead. Left-hand side, I think, is left and the right-hand side has its own strategies. But I think the right-hand side is stronger. I mean, sorry, the left-hand side is stronger to attack from. These Bastion Wild Flames are doing wonders. What angle are you firing these from? Ooh, that's going to be a pain in the butt, as the Metallators will shoot at this section, just clearing the wall here and shooting straight in here. Lots of mortars being deployed, leaving the defenders with no chances at an easy victory. Whoa, that treb is going to be very interesting. Not sure if that's going to hit true, but the losses will mount. One treb does make it through. Two trebs make it through. Lots of damage coming out. And this is very interesting here, is that if they can get this chokehold here, the easiest way towards their supply point, these guys will be stranded. And without any way to heal, they're taking these mortifiers for free, basically. This ballista is interesting, but they're not there on the left-hand side, so again, predicting them to come from the classic left-hand side, I mean, I would have, but unfortunately for them, this time they're not going for the left-hand side. They're concentrating here on the right-hand side. Lots of mortars deployed, and these guys are just taking a beating. I think an entire medal is basically just been murdered by the mortars. Backhand side looks like they did send the Iron Reapers to push in from behind, but it doesn't look like they managed to get anything. They're prepping for their attack now. So they have a token force in here, probably a heavily wounded Royal Janissary, but Imperial Pikewalk is going to smash them. No, just medals from both hand sides. Very clean. Absolutely destroyed that pile. Look at Ace go. Full force cavalry. Some guys at the back just trying to intercept the reinforcements. Cataphracts going all the way through. All the infantry are now going to block this section. Coming up, coming in. I love that squeeze they did on the corner there. Ace is going to hold them up in the base point. Not going to let them out at all. Going to capture that point with one man. Ace, easy victory. Although going into their spawn point is not really wise, mainly because they are invincible. They can stand there and take hits forever. But a victory is a victory. Well done, Hellfire. That is the official name for Ace. So, take a look at the scores just really quickly. As you can see, very little death. One short sword getting close. I think he was being quite overly aggressive. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members getting above the 700 mark. I believe these. Oh, no. 6, 7. Oh, almost half the team getting the 700 mark. Surprised that this guy ranked so low. Probably some participation thing. As you can see, plenty of assists is probably what's important. Working together as a team, these assist scores will be very high. Nearly all of them reaching the double digits, except for this Pike probably sitting in the back securing the line. Getting 1,000, I would say, is basically 1.5 warbands. This is amazing work coming out from their top player. 8 kills as well. Spears, a very, very classic class to have a lot of kills. They're good at catching and good at finishing off low health heroes. Not to mention, they have quite a nasty poke on a horse. XMJY, not doing too hot. Not very many hero kills and a lot of deaths. Bastioning up on the weaker side. Again, not very many, nothing nothing really to say about XMJY. Just inferior in a lot of things, not bringing your full force to bear, and definitely unprepared for a full frontal fight. Basically, coming in short, very short when compared to Ace. I would also have to say that XMJY really needs to get on the same page sometimes. The scattered retreat and the scattered defense for the right-hand side of the battle was unfortunately predictable, bringing only half your team to just, well, fight that right-hand side supply point when you know the enemy is all down there. But I have to give it to Ace. Ace coming in with the Brassian Wild Flames twice. They look to have done wonders. I actually think the two Medaus in the rear did most of did the two Medaus plus the Brassian Wild Flames coming up huge against the overwhelming odds, as it was definitely looked like the two Medaus were going to get overwhelmed, to me anyway. But but in the end, the Brassian Wild Flame turns tide, and the two Medaus actually pushed forward against the counterattack. XMJY will probably have a easier time figuring out what they want to do as the attackers. Defenders really difficult when you don't hard point. And you have superior unit composition. When I say superior unit composition, it really does come down to range sometimes. Metallators, the Shenjis, the Brassian Wild Flames, all of it was looking good for Ace. Ace had the Metallators, the Brassian Wild Flames, and the Shenji all working to wreck whatever forces that were going to stand there at B. And I think that's the most important point, is range not necessarily a deal breaker, but in certain situations they can be the most dangerous unit you'll have to face, especially in a head-to-head confrontation. Front lines versus front line, the person with more range generally wins, and it's just a rule of thumb. When range has time to shoot, they deal way more damage than any single melee troop. Whether or not they'll change the status for ranged units is still to be seen. Not seen or heard anything about them thinking about changes for the ranged units. I do think that lower tier ranged units don't have really much of a place, and the crossbowmen not doing too hot either. I believe we're about to kick it off here for the second battle on Hidden City between XMJY and Ace. Ace looking very strong. I do believe that they will come down to a wall defense. I think Ace will use their superior teamwork to win the smaller battles and keep XMJY from grouping together. This is pretty sure that disruption tactics will work against XMJY from what I've seen. Although XMJY has had a pretty strong record against Ace, they're looking pretty weak here. But I'd have to put it down to the fact that probably Group C is of lower quality. And I say quality, I mean the teams inside of the Group C doesn't seem to really have a strong standing. So I'm not sure what's that worth. Whoa! Two of the Aces member looked like they just DC'd. That's very unfortunate. Anyway, we have the second battle about to kick off. Let me just have a look at the compositions. Does look like they dropped the muskets. Hey, Ace finally coming in the last food from Ace. The muskets were dropped from both sides. Actually, Ace still holding on to one musket, but look at the pikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pikes. Some guys switched off. We got 6 pikes coming out. Although more short swords came out, I think one more short sword and one more poleaxe came out. I'm not sure what they switched it out from, but it does look like musket was dropped from XMJY. Important things to note is only one cavalry available for the attackers. We got the Shenjis, we got one Metalator. Only one Shenji and one Metalator. Oh, 2 Shenjis, actually. Lots of heavy infantry. Definitely want to win that wall. Flamers, that's going to be very important. No Barcian Wild Flames. Very interesting. We have a Northern Lance Cavalry out for Ace, though. Wow. Love to see those guys on the field yet again. It's been a while since I've seen a Northern Lance Cavalry here on the CBL. Does look like one of the Aces members is still DC'd. I hope he has his warband ready because he's not going to be able to select it once he gets in. A 14v15 might be a bit difficult on attack, but here on defense, I think they will be able to win it, even if the extra member do not come back. Actually, came in with no member at all. It's a 14v15 given. So, Ace is handicapped themselves with one less player, also means one less section of units, so that 100 units definitely would be important. It'd be more like 50, well, not 50, it'll be more like 80, not 100, since you'd normally take in 2 high tier units, which normally have a low unit count. Using the naturals, going in with the triple, very classically, triple culverin here at the back, gonna shoot for the long shots. You could just walk up, find this spot, treb it, and that's 3 awesome culverins down. Otherwise, we got no more culverin spots by the looks of it. We got one here, trebable, very easily trebable if you can actually spot it. I think the difficulty is actually spotting it, because you'd have to stand on this tower here. I think you have to hop on top of here, and actually someone would have to shoot this undercover area. Well, the roof of that area in order to see it. Pressure on the wall. This is down to 1 hit. Middle and the right-hand siege tower did go down. Left-hand siege tower all went down. We got some naturals still around. The naturals should be the first to go. We got 1 here on the right-hand side. Claymores not doing too badly as they clean up some Demez pikemen. We got some Claymores out for Ace. Claymores also in reserve for, well, just 1 Claymore in reserve for XMJY. Lots of Iron Reapers. 2 cavalry, so it's going to be very interesting. These 2 Metallators won't exactly be able to suppress the siege towers enough in order to them just clear it out here on the wall hold. But I also think that XMJY might need to be looking for the kind of pressure they did before. Ace did amazing pressure, taking out the Metallators and keeping the... Whoa, that is an interesting position.
Nothing my axe can't handle.
Short sword probably looking for the escape here. Gonna get pinned very heavily here. That's very unfortunate. Going for that Culverin, and he does make it out. The only question is can he hop off the wall here? Does do a roll, fails the roll summon horse tactic. That's very unfortunate. But nevertheless, I think that Culverin grab was huge. Every 1 less Culverin is very important to suppressing these siege towers. That's why you have the Metallators with infinite ammo. Whether or not they do destroy the siege tower is still to be seen. This middle siege tower probably will go down very shortly. Does look like the right-hand siege tower went down again, and the left-hand siege tower probably did go down. This Treb might be a little bit short. I hope it goes high. 2 big hits. Does take out one. Oh, maybe. I don't know. That looks like a couple. That just looked like one. Literally, no. Literally 6. Literally 6. I forgot how many was before, actually. So I'm not sure if it's actually just 6 Iron Reapers. That would have been huge if it was 6 Iron Reapers. Alright. Front gate is open, so this avenue is open. Ace blocking the door. Very important to have someone on guard at the door. A surprise frontal assault can be deadly. If they go through the front, grab this supply point and go up while getting a siege tower up, it would isolate their victory for A and also prep them for B side. Right-hand siege tower probably will go down yet again. Left-hand siege tower still being shot at. Oh, near death. Will go down. Awkward position here, though. I've never seen Metallators be placed there in order to destroy the siege tower on the left. Kind of rotating, which actually works well. This is where they don't need a they don't need an extra Metallitor, but can actually just do it with just one. A Treb on here on the stairs. Again, that section of the stairs will protect you from Trebs on that side. I think a best spot here would be to put one at the top of the stairs. Top of the stairs, really, on this side. Keeps you protected. Makes a lot of the shots either hit low or go high. And that's what you want. You want to find positions where they can't hit you at all, or the stairs on an incline or anything makes it very difficult to hit something. But middle siege tower does get up on the wall. Could actually focus on the other siege towers to make to keep them down. Still have 2 Metallators while maintaining the wall through superiority here at the middle siege tower. Only having 1 siege tower up on the wall is basically a death sentence, I'd say. If the defenders are ready. But that being said as well, we got lots of Iron Reapers. And they can definitely make a difference if Claymores go in with them. Claymores with Iron Reapers. I mean, like, have you seen an Iron Reaper with 35% damage resistance? Or 40%, sorry. 40% melee resistance? That shit's terrifying. Oh, wait, no. It is 35 melee resistance. What am I saying? Yeah, Iron Reaper with 35% melee resistance. That thing's basically invincible, if you ask me. Ooh, through the front gate. Interesting here that they gone to protect the Metallators. Metallators both down here. Wow. Okay. Does look like someone just gets shot to pieces. Pulls out. Very interesting to have the Medalls pull out in that scenario. Iron Reapers on both sides ready to rock when they come up this 1 siege tower. But this right-hand siege tower might make it up. Got quite a bit of health, so it's very difficult to say whether or not they can bring it down. I don't believe they can. They don't have anything to shoot it. Even if they had both of the Metallitor just literally pop here and shoot it, it would definitely still make it. Whoa, bugging out. What's here? What's happening here? Okay. That is very unfortunate. A little bit of a bug here. Not sure what happened. Siege tower just really needs a little bit of a reset. Booming Tech's gonna have to look into that, but we got some Nafan guards shooting here at the front. A solid chokehold of Iron Reapers. Here comes the Medalls to reinforce position. Iron Reapers, I can barely see what the hell the mess is happening. but both hand sides are definitely stacking super hard right now. But I'm definitely thinking those flamers are making a difference as they're literally just ripping right through so many Iron Reapers. Here comes a big treb if it lands. Does look like it hit mostly nothing. It's gonna let those Iron Reapers just clear the way. Oh, so close to the Shenji. Definitely would have loved to pick up those Shenjis. That would have been massive. Right hand siege tower does actually eventually makes it on. That's very upsetting. That does look like they were trapped in a little bit of an animation bug. Not sure what happened there. XMJY does not seem to be able to get on the wall. They're not gonna have enough time to prep. They need to get up onto the wall. An aggressive stance. They can't really slow down now as 1 minute 20 seconds to go. And the longer they take, the less time they have to beat out the defenders. And I'll be honest, they'll really need to kick it off fast. Oh, masterful treb there. Nearly taking out an entire medal. Whoa! Coming in from the side there, takes out 2 of the Royal Janissaries as well. The battle kicks off, and the squeeze does happen. We got the Narfine Guards absolutely devastating the front there. As the Imperial Pikemen move forward, the Iron Reapers just tanks it on the face and keeps on going. Lots of medals also being forced down, so the Royal Janissary is kind of holding back the position. Using XNV, Ace is slaughtering these medals, forcing it with sheer numbers, and the Iron Reapers still being let go. Iron Reapers winning out fairly heavily here. The defenders will take another nasty treb. An interesting setup, protecting the range with Halberdier Sergeants. Classically, very difficult for heroes to deal with such a wide formation. Halberdier Sergeants, phalanx formation, is an extraordinarily deadly formation, and I'd hate to actually try to kill something with inside of it, or defeat it by my lonesome. You really need to not only disrupt the formation, but also landslide the landslide the unit into oblivion, because if you cannot kill the unit fast enough, they will do way more damage to you. It's a stupid game bug, I agree, Zid1. Even if it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that no rematches are allowed. Bugs are bugs. If it's a game-breaking bug like that, I would call it a game-breaking bug. It basically is a game-breaking bug. Today is not a good day. Today is not a good day. We got 14 assists coming out from this glaive user. Lots, very interesting. I didn't catch what his unit was, but probably one of the, probably at the forefront at the very least. Coming out with the 900 units. A very short battle. We got 14 v 15 here, so one guy did come back, but the other guy did not. Well done to Ace, picking up, holding that wall, again, keeping and maintaining the siege towers. Watching that bug happens, totally insane that it does happen. You'd think that things would work perfectly fine. Just unfortunately, in those cases, it doesn't. XMJY, again, unlike the attack for Ace, XMJY could not solve the issue of the suppressed towers. When the siege towers are suppressed, it's very difficult to get on the wall. When it's very difficult to get on the wall, they have superiority. But it's also an important point that the key units were not being used. Flamers, Battalitors, Flamers in particular, coming out huge for Ace. Really holding on to that front line, burning that primary assault, and then the sheer numbers collapse onto the enemy. The defenders really had no recourse for the Flamers. They couldn't get any space up on the wall, and they could not breathe a sigh of relief. in order. They could not breathe at all, as they stood no chances against that kind of retaliation. Flamers again. It's situations like these where like they come out huge. I'm pretty sure those Flamers. I'm pretty sure that Ace could have probably won without those Flamers, but at the same time, their performance is definitely showing. As you can see, next to no deaths in the first assault, and the second assault coming out a little bit late for the Flamers, but definitely huge on the defenders, so losing tons of units. All right. Again, as I said before, does look like Ace is on the up and up in terms of in terms of who's the better team. XMJY not really showing anything, not really showing anything worthwhile, but we will get to see probably better teams face off against each other as more and more battles are performed. I have very high hopes for both ECL and the Xeon match. Unfortunately, I am going to be watching the CTE versus EE match on Riverland Castle. I'd be honest, I'd very much wanted to watch the ECL versus Xeon match. Unfortunately, like, it was completely signed up. I probably could get into the ECL versus Xeon matches, but I did sign up for watching these guys, so I'm going to stick with that for now. I do wish ECL luck. Would like to see an English team win, although I'm not sure if ECL is wholly English. I think most of it's English. I know some EU teams are coming out, so they're definitely probably some English speakers there. We're gonna be go for a break for a short 3 minutes. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Match doesn't start until 9, so there's only 2 battles happening. So the CTE versus YE and the ECL versus Xeon. In retrospect, the ECL's versus Xeon battle would have probably been way better. Probably going to be an interesting map. Catch you in a bit, guys. Alright, there was a ready called, but I think they're just waiting for the time to tick down. 15 seconds, not 15 seconds, about a minute to go now before we hit the 9 o'clock start mark. I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't stream the ECL versus Xeon battle. I do believe that a lot of the A battles will be very interesting, mainly because the A division has a lot of strong teams. Like, I'm actually looking at it, and the A division, um, not the A division, the B division looks pretty strong. As in the players in, I mean, as in the teams inside of it. I think the A division has a couple of pretty, pretty strong players as well, but nothing like how stacked the B group is, because like, just looking at the TKT ECL Xeon, and I mean, I want to be honest, like, those guys will really fight it out. The C and the D division, not really much hope in competition. I mean, the only person I'd really watch out for is MGK in the D division. And that is the start of the battle. Here we go. Again, we are watching the CTE versus YE. Otherwise the CrazyTigerEntertainment versus Knight. So yeah, that is what we're going to be watching here on Riverland Castle. The Riverland Castle choice is always very interesting. I've never really understood why you would attack Riverland Castle. It's such a hard and difficult map to attack. Lots of short swords coming out from the attacking side. Whoa, we just got a DC'd in the unit selection screen. That's very unfortunate. You really got to make sure your internet connection is working. Does look like we have some selections. Whether or not it's important will still be to be seen. We got a lot of Iron Reapers, a lot of Royal Janissaries. So if these CTE does look to have a good lineup to counter this infantry heavy lineup. We got 2 Cataphract, 2 Winged Hussars. Whoa, we got 4 Cataphracts available, up to 4 Cataphracts available, and we'll have CTE definitely dominating here on the ground. I don't think B is going to be very difficult to grab, and it does look like we're going to see a very interesting push. Knight is going to go... I'm going to say that this is going to be a triple wall climb. They're not going to even bother with the siege towers. They're just going to go straight for the wall climb. They're going to mass it up, beat it with sheer force. And that is a good strategy. Faster you climb, the faster you start the climb, the less painful it is going to be in the future. Once you control the wall, you can get those siege towers up. B is pretty much an easy grab, mainly because you're forcing the enemy to rush all the way back into a bad position. And it really could be that Riverland Castle is just easy to attack. It's just people have not done it properly. Or the people who attack never do the triple wall climb as they should. 1 Treb onto the Culverin. Destroying the Culverins with the Treb, very interesting. It's probably just trying to stop the deaths. I mean, that's pretty devastating. I mean, holy cow. Losing 12 units to those Trebs. Not Trebs, to those Culverins. Interesting. Again, this is why Arrow Rain is so powerful. They have automatic tracking, so they're like Overwatch. But CTE responds in kind way strong here. They've already got their Royal Janissaries here. Ah, man, that's got to be devastating as the Iron Reapers get up onto the point and they trap their own units. But the victory is still pushing onwards. It's going to be painful at the start, but as you throw in more units, it's going to become better and better. Massive retreat from ZTE. They're walking. They're running. Where are they running? We had a climb from every single ladder here, and also getting pushed on the siege towers. Well done, forcing the enemy to take drastic measures. I don't understand why a massive retreat down into the base here and not going for an A defense. I think this is, whoa, okay. Maybe that's the thing. They're not defending A because cavalry superiority was definitely going to be huge on a wider area. This upper section is better for cavalry than it is down for the lower sections. As you can see, cavalry already deployed. And I'll be honest, not very many medals means that a heavy infantry fight really needs... these guys need to catch the cavalry, and there's 6 of them. 4 cataphracts, 2 winged hussars. Not this... It's going to be devastating. You're going to have to basically bait out the charges. I don't know how you're going to do that, but the Royal Janissaries, either you need to set up... You need to get into chokeholdy points. This stairs is going to be good against the winged hussars, but it's not going to be good against the cataphracts. Because polearms are nerfed just the same as the war lance for cavalry is. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard, because going up these stairs, I'm pretty sure they're going to prep a cavalry here ready for these stairs. I'm just really wondering what Knights got planned. Very little cavalry from them. 1 even. This is where they do a surprise climb. This would be hilarious, because I've never seen anyone use these ladders before, but that would be pretty hilarious if they did. The mortars have begun. A little bit it's going to be a slow. Grabbing the B and the A point does mean that there's a lot of time on the board for the attackers, aiming to do a little bit of a little bit of damage on everything. We got the looking for some important units. We got the Metallators, Bastion Wild Flames. We got some Nafan Guards. Nafan Guards will have a tricky aiming thing for the downwards, because if you try to shoot downwards, they'll sometimes just shoot into the floor. Same reason if you try to shoot upwards, you need to actually aim higher than your target so that they actually shoot high enough to shoot it. Actually, I think shooting downwards is actually easier. Metallators here, I'd actually put them on the stairs. Put them on the stairs, have it curve downwards. That way it would have been way more effective. Ooh. Whoa! Where are your Royal Janissaries going? Yeah, this is good. This is actually good. This is, not bad. But, whoa! 1 hit, 1 shot. Metallators here at the top! Holy cow! This is gonna be scary. Bastion Wild Flame also throws down as well. Gonna lose 2 Royal Janissaries here on this side. I think the kickoff here is... The other side hasn't kicked off just yet, actually. But, wow, that's very unfortunate. Losing 2 Royal Janissaries to basically just their range units. That's pretty devastating. I mean, that loss is heavy. It's a heavy loss, and no kidding that this section is going to be very difficult. Very difficult. Every section has an important unit they need to deal with. 2 Metallators on the field, 1 Bastion Wild Flames, and 1 Bastion Nafan Guard. And man, just the setup here is just staring you in the face is very difficult. Cannot charge that shield wall, because if you try to charge that shield wall, they will tank the damage, and the medals will basically do double damage to your face, even triple. We've got a counter attack. Whoa! Alright, the Metallotaur's back in position, and they're going in for it. They're being aggressive. Metallotaurs haven't done firing yet, but here it is. This is like shooting fish in a barrel. More units are going to crop up, and I am not looking at the battle properly. Whoa! That is... Metallotaur's also shooting at this angle. This is very good. Aim at this particular spot, take out those Napalm guards, and it is actually shooting fish in the barrel here. They have no chance of pushing up through those stairs. That is brutal. This kind of defense is harsh indeed, and it's around a corner as well. My goodness, that was two devastating test water, and the second one with more units, losses are mounting, and I'm gonna be honest here. I have no clue what you can do in this scenario. You have to brute force your way through one of the sections, and whoa, that is climb central, but not enough units here in order to contest. This is probably not good, as members of Yi are left stranded, only to die. Man, look at that movement from that jewel blade. Did you see him go? That was kind of amazing how well he was going for that. There's a grape shop up here, and man, if you got balls, you can if you got balls, you can stand on these stairs and just stare your enemy down. And I would definitely not want to go uphill against this. And getting shot to pieces as well. The Metallotaurs from two different directions. Man, that was brutal to watch. 8 minutes to go, and it's going to be... So far, it's been a hard ask for the attackers to even gain an advantage. Not even get up on the wall at this point. This is where you're just like, what do I do? What can you do? Oh, that dodge was so good. Didn't even take any damage. Trying to distract them with serfs. Very interesting that serfs are coming out, but it does mean that some guys are running out of troops. These Iron Reapers will clock those serfs into oblivion as they step onto that ladder. Watch them just disappear into the meat grinder. Ooh. That is very good, very interesting. Position of those Metallotaurs really actually working out for them. Shooting at the top of that stairs could suppress them. This is good. This is good. Metallotaurs from the attacking team actually keeping them off the stairs. Massive push here. Those Metallotaurs need to shoot at the top of the stairs. It will be an even fight if we can get a number of firepower here. But whoa! Landslide victory for the defenders as the Imperial Pike marches down along with Cataprax just charging through. Man, this is disheartening for the attackers, as Cataprax have just been let go and unleashed upon the attackers as they're running down every single hero here on the field. United Charge is going to go around now. They're going to go swarm this left-hand side. This supply point will not be able to get any more units. Goodbye, the Metallators. Whoa, the charge was cancelled. Half cancelled here. Another charge coming through. Royal Janissaries have nothing they can do against cavalry charges. I mean, like, you could try to cleave, but good luck timing that properly. Not to mention, while in charge, Royal Janissaries will get knocked into oblivion. Those cataphracts masterfully escaped somehow. I don't think they took too many losses, but it does not really matter too much. With only 600 units left, I do believe most of those units are going to be surf units. Again, this is heavy. This is heavy. Like the two testing the waters here on the stairs. My goodness, watching it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Like, you turn that corner, you see a wall, and then you get shot to pieces. And you've got nowhere to go because you're just coming in through this section. And you get disorientated because you get knocked down. The defenders are going to now slaughter the attackers. The attackers will give up by the looks of it and actually leave the battle with no units left to go. With no troops left to go. I say that from here on out, it is a death sentence for, it is going to be a death sentence for anyone fighting on Riverland Castles after this display. Having that setup, not sure what people are going to be able to do. I would definitely love to see what would Knight do different if they had another shot at this. But it's only a one-time thing. They will be switching over for Knight having the defenders, while CTE will go for the attackers this time. Could it be a scenario where both the defenders win? Could be. I think after watching that kind of defense, I believe that Knight will also pick up some factors of it. Letting the A and the B point go is not a bad thing, but the superiority here on these stairs are terrifying, absolutely terrifying. I do think it's going to be a interesting next battle, since the strategies can be picked up, or strategies to defeat it will be revealed. Does look like we have someone still around, someone still alive, going to be forced respawn in about a minute. Not sure why you would stick around. I definitely would just let myself die. Roll spawn instantly and then die. Otherwise, we'd just be sitting here for 3 minutes. Does leave the game instead of getting killed. So, congratulations, defenders. This is definitely different. I've seen scenarios where if you lose the A and the B point, it's almost a guaranteed win at the... Oh, almost a guarantee. Like, how to say... The A and the B point, normally there's an overcommitment for the A point, but here, a complete giving... Oh, they completely gave up the A point, so they had all of their units here in reserve, so... It does look like the base point, a forward defense on the base point, does look like it has way more advantages than holding the A point. As you can see, very little deaths and massive numbers of unit kill score. It's not really much of a contest when you've got that setup done. I think the commitment out from Yi was very good, but in here the strategy is the best. The one with the best strategy wins. Unable to deal with the defense of CTE, Yi has fallen. But now we go on to the second battle. Their choices of units also very interesting, because you normally classically don't see Metallators on Riverland castles. Especially when they're not just used to destroy the siege towers. Sometimes I'm just questioning whether or not I'm sane or not, because these teams sometimes bring out or show very peculiar facts about the maps that I've never really thought about or even considered. Those stairs, if you defend those stairs, there's nothing you can do about it. If you try to defend the top of the stairs, you get trapped to pieces. But if you actually defend the middle section of the stairs, from the middle section of the stairs, you can have your ranged units near the top. They're protected from trebs. They're protected from trebs. The range will just shoot down, and you literally just pile up on them. It is teamwork like CTE, where a good strategy will clean out any teams that relies on good players. And that's a really that's I'm not trying to discredit CTE as like individually bad players. I'm just saying is that this is the kind of strategy. This is when strategy over is this is when strategy is way more valuable than your individual player skills. You can be the best spear, you can be the best longsword, you can be the best short sword in the game. But when it comes to teamwork like this, you can make magic happen. You can crush the enemy so convincingly that even I have no idea what ye could have done differently or could have done to solve the issue. Because whether or not it was because of the map bias, whether or not it's because of the setup, I have no idea how I would deal with that now. And I'm very interested to see what teams figure out, because that was this is the time where a strategy will formulate, and this is the time where a strategy will counter it. So, my question here now, with the team swapping over, is whether or not Yi will try to do the same thing that CTE did to them, and whether or not CTE has an answer to their own strategy. Whether or not it relies on very peculiar points to weaken the enemy, to distract the enemy. I am desperate to wonder what people have, like what ideas people have in order to solve this issue. This conundrum of a task to defeat a defender on those stairs. You'd have to win you'd have to win somehow, and I'm thinking real hard about this, and those stairs, I've no idea. I've no idea what you'd do. Good luck, Yi. Good luck, CTE. I mean, CTE showing us something that hasn't been done before. But then again, we haven't seen very many battles on Riverland Castle. But I'ma just tell you right now, I've seen some defenses at the top of the stairs, but never at the middle section of the stairs. Mortars could be a good decision, but as we've seen, the reaction from CTE has been um, quite preemptive, as if they're almost predicting the attacks. I've normally consider bombardment really a hit or miss, depending on how accurate you are, because let's be honest, you can't have half your team mortaring and half your team pushing, because that way the enemy team will just landslide you into oblivion with just 15 guys attacking half your team. CTE going out with a triple tier 4, and I mean, Yi did mortar. Yi did mortar. They used up their mortars, but mortars have never really been much of an issue to face. It's always been a repositional tool. You're forcing the enemy to reposition rather than forcing the enemy to take losses. That's what mortar is, because it doesn't do enough damage, but it also has the flexibility to attack very difficult positions especially when you're talking about walls and we're talking about well, we're just talking about like elevation differences. So mortars are normally the best thing. Otherwise, you'd use things that are more direct. Grape shots are really good. Ballistas, but as we saw, they tried to use grape shots and ballistas, and they just immediately disappear because they get shot to pieces. I've seen this before. Set up some mortars, set up the ballistas. Realistically, I definitely set up the Imperial Spear Guards in a line in shield wall formation instead of letting the Namcans getting hit. They're going to send up some surf units, probably going to let them climb. Friendly fires here will not be very important, mainly because it's just surf units, and it is mostly a bait. They know that the defenders will want to have their strong units out first, but we will see. The Iron Reapers will definitely get pelted. We got one loss of the Iron Reapers. More losses of the Iron Reapers about to come out. And this is exactly what the attackers want. They want these Iron Reapers visible to be attacked. 2 more Iron Reapers died. This is huge pickup because these are Iron Reapers worth so much in terms of value. 1 Ballista for 1 Iron Reaper? Hey, I'd take it. Not to mention the suppression from the Namcans. Definitely going to be a pain in the ass, as that bleed damage might make you take losses that you didn't intended. We got one of the siege towers up. Very unlucky that they did not destroy the siege tower, but then again, barely took any damage. Metallators also here up on the wall. I mean, shooting towards the wall. Sending in the next pile of surf units that Yi definitely really needs to think of what they want to achieve. They're losing some valuable units to basically surf units. 19 deaths, that's basically one entire Iron Reaper and a bit lost to basically nothing. And I mean, like, even 10 serfs don't even equal an Iron Reaper yet. Not 10 serfs, like 320 serfs. Like, that's 300 Metallic Lordes. These guys, these hammer serfs. 300. You need 320 of those kills to get to 300 leadership. And they've already lost they've already lost 2 Iron Reapers worth of units. And they just annihilated someone. Someone just got bombarded to pieces. Holy cow. The shots coming in from this ballista is... He's really trying. I'm impressed at CTE still holding this wall under this kind of pressure. Mainly because I'd definitely be like, I don't want to get shot anymore, I just retreat. But here's the thing. Where are their units now? This door is about to break open. We've got a couple of guys ready to rush in through the front gate. This might be a commitment for A. Does look like... I mean, I didn't take a look at the units too harshly. But we got 1 Nafan Guard and 1 Metallitor from CTE. And we got 2 Metallitors available. 1 Shenji and 1 Nafan Guard for the defenders. Front gate is open. They've just done a scouting. Only 2 Medals here rocking this point defense. As more and more troops comes down. Not pushing the other siege tower. Very interesting. They might do a switcheroo. They are going to do a switcheroo. It does look like they're not responding, and they're going to annihilate Tiger up here up on the wall. But he did get his Iron Reapers out. Not sure if he got any value out of those, but unfortunately that is now 4 Iron Reapers basically killed to nothing. This is not going to be good. Are you going to charge? This is... Yep, they're going to let someone... Whoa! Did not let the Thunderstruck go through, and Yi getting trapped. That's gotta be painful. Alrighty, A and the B point does look like to be abandoned now. B point being picked up. Why? Why? Oh my god. No, oh my god, what are you doing? Run! Sorry, Maker! Stop! Oh, he's gonna lose half his Shenji. This is awful. More heroes are coming in. This is going to be a DM match for this Shenji, and this Shenji should not have been brought out. This is devastating. Half the Shenji is already gone, and the heroes. I say half, but 1, 2, whoa, like the situations like this, like. Do not bring your unit out when you are holding the rear. You are the last person. You're the last person out there, and you're going to pull out a slow ass unit, like especially infantry, cavalry, maybe. But Shenji's in that situation, 2 guys literally on your ass. B is being taken. These guys are no slouch because they definitely didn't have everyone just standing at B. They had everyone moving forward. They are here at the base point. And they're going to start attacking. And yeah, definitely going to take a page from the enemy setting up here near the top of the stairs. But the further in you go, the more protection you have from the trebs. And I'm going to be honest, where are your Metallators? Your Metallators are dead? That's going to be very unfortunate. Because the Metallators were key. Were basically key. Oh! This is, yet again, going to be another Ballista Fest here on this wall. Using these ladders protected by the ballistas. I think this is where they stand. This is where they will have their fight. This is where they'll send units up, either to distract or they hold, because checking off these 2 points, you just need to make a clear line. If you make it to here and you can brace any unit here, you basically won. You've got units coming up these ladders. There's no ladders here. These ladders here needs to have Overwatch. They need to have units suppressing them. Hey, Talator's shooting down whatchamacalls it? Namcans. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, because that's really funny, because now I can see you. Oh my goodness, that is a very good ballista spot. That is some good suppression there. This is where I'm like, yep, the mortars are working. They've already lost a couple of the medals. You have to survive quite a few shots. I think switching out the medals now is the best point, is the best time. If you can switch out the medals and get them to swap over with something else to hold. I mean, you've got to keep moving to get out. This is the scary part. You move further down to protect yourself from the trebs, but the mortars here are pressuring you. If you move completely out, the enemies are going to take advantage of that, so you need a relief force. So I definitely have guys switch over. This section here, this section here has not taken very much damage in terms of mortar fire, but this front one taken a lot of damage. So they still have 2 medals maintaining that sector. Getting shot by ballistas. This is... You're gonna die soon. My goodness. You'd think that at least one of the ballistas would hit those ladders. Alright, CTE finally making a move here. They've already spotted that they don't have Metallators. They have Nafan guards, and that's about it. Nafan guards are going to come in late. Right, ripping right through the front line here. The Nafan guard did not get in position fast enough, and it just gets sliced into pieces. Two Medals get absolutely destroyed. They're walking up. Oh my god, Tundra Humans also getting caught out in position, and it is just a landslide victory. That is nicely done, I would say. The setup was not perfect from Yi. Definitely was pressured by those mortars, but I would also have to say that the reaction from Yi was distracted by... Never mind, not distracted. Did actually do a climb on every single front. Yi is losing. They have lost so much ground, and they're losing so many heroes right now. We've got double spawns, triple spawns coming out right now, as we got more medals, more units going to flood through this section. But it's going to be trebbed into oblivion as it comes down. And I'm pretty sure they're just going to medal this section, hold it super hard, and not going to even let them come down. Keshik's coming in, but it was absolutely slaughtered by the medals at the front as it just got basically just stabbed to death. Cataphrax also getting pushed forward. Did look like someone just jumped. Really? This is not going to be... CTE, you are... I mean, like... This is the section where it's just like, why are you doing this, CTE? Just win. I'll give them that a little bit. But here, they've already left the point. No one's bothering to cap it. I think, CTE's being a little bit of a spoil sport here by not just winning. Could force them to win, but no. Bit of a spoil sport. Yeah, and it's just moments like these where I'm just like, why don't you just win? See? They hopped off again. They're doing this on purpose, and... yeah. Alright, I mean... ah, damn it, man. Now I'm not in the mood. Crap. It's just... ah, damn it. Alright, hang on. I'm trying to... whew. Alright, it did look like the setup for Yi was not as good as CTE. CTE was solid. They were so solid when they did their defense here on Riverland Castle. And I think that's the advantage of being able to showcase your strategy first, because you know more about the strategy than the other team. What I didn't expect was the amount of pressure from other sides. Those ladders were getting bombarded with ballistas, and I think the same thing happened with the ladders on the outer wall, happened on the ladders on the inner wall. The ladders are a trap. Any units you bring over there, it's just going to get shot by ballistas, and ballistas were all there. You got quite a few heroes there getting hit trying to kick down those ladders, and that's an important thing. If you're not careful, a headshot ballista will one-shot you, and any units that stand over there besides Royal Janissary will basically die. I think Berserkers can also survive a hit, and it's just very difficult to say the least when you're trying to overwatch a um I'm not CB. I'm not Ruffles. What did you mean? You say EU games? Oh man, I have no idea what you're talking about by EU games. It is it is a little bit disheartening that we had to watch CTE behave like this, but again, they are the superior team, and I give them the benefit of the doubt that they had a very good strategy coming in. Yi, it's a kind of is it's kind of the unfortunate team of just being unable to basically do anything. You're taking losses where you don't want to, and the timing, the pressure here is the timing of things. I would, I would, I would definitely, I would definitely put it to that the timing between the push, well, the timing between setups was definitely mismatched. CTE has the initiative while the Yi was weak. And that's probably what's important as well, is that CTE went out of their way to make sure that they would win. That they pressured that they pressured Yi so hard that if they stayed, they would take even more losses. And it's kind of the kind of maintaining your formation without being destroyed. Unfortunately, Yi could not do that, and I'm I'm going to put it down to that I'm not considering the kind of pressure other teams can do with artillery. The mortars were on point. They hit those two medals so heavily. The ballistas on point, really, really pressuring the defenders to take losses that they shouldn't really be losing, because serfs for Iron Reapers, not a trade I would ever make. I'm just going to see if this um, comes down to a grassland assault, as I could just join in for the grassland assault, maybe. At the same time, I do think this. I only know that JKKT um is a European team, but no one's told me what the other two guys are. Actually, no, Kebab. There's also Kebabs, but they're in a division where it's just like, if they don't win, then I'd be disappointed. Are they winning in that one? They should be. There are 3 European teams, so I mean, wow, no, Kebabs are losing. Ah, they've only played one game anyway. Plebs. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if, yeah. No, there were no matches. There were no matches for those teams. Not today, anyway. Is there a third battle going on? Oh, wow! There is. There is going to be another battle. Holy shit. He can change the password. He probably caps locked it. Looks like we get to watch another battle, boys. Every single observer is trying to probably try to get into this. He needs to switch. Yep, there we go. Switch teams first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of us observers, so not overlapping just yet. So thank God I stayed. I don't think there are any teams. At least I don't know if there. I haven't been told if there were any NA teams. Man, like personally, as a streamer, I'd love to interview. I'd love to interview the team captains from each of the teams to learn about them. And it's really hard sometimes to track. It's really hard to track down guys or like to talk with people. But yeah, we get to watch an extra match, which is really great. This might definitely lift up my spirit after the unfortunate CTE event. Ugh. Man, I'm always just baffled at difficult situations, and I'm just like, they solved it really easily. Whether or not it would set up CTE, I get it. I get it. You're a strong team, but you don't need to. You don't need to do that. I want I want people to show what they're worth. I want people to fight with everything they've got. I want people to I just want people to not be disrespectful. I want you to They lost versus EFFS, I think. Really? Let me check that. No, CTE has only fought one battle. Also, EFFS. Wait, who are you talking about? I have been kicked! No! Oh well, that's unfortunate. Six. Should I just try join again? Nah. Alright, that's it. I got kicked unfortunately, so there's no extra battle for me. Um, I'll try one more time since people are still joining. Probably gonna get kicked again. Oh man, you're kidding, right? Hi, fuck's sake, man. Yeah, man, like, thanks, man. Yeah, alright. There you go. Fucking damn it, man. Well, that's it. That's all I can stream today. Fortunately, I just not allowed to stream the last battle. Well, sorry for the abrupt stream. I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. It's just been a really depressing day. Well, anyway, I'm just going to, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I mean, we did get to watch a new stronghold for Riverland Castle. I didn't expect too much from XMJY. Um, they're not really high on the team sheet. But otherwise, we've got more matches on the 15th. We've got from the A group, XDM versus YE, followed by QJ versus HX, Then from the B division, we have DYT versus ABC, but ABC have given up, followed by the MTA versus JKKT. And then in the C division, we have HKI versus XMJY, followed by EFS versus CBL. For Division D, we have SK versus Pleb, but SK has given up. Then followed by the DFS versus VNI. So, with that being said, that is all for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. On that, my name's Azakai. Have a nice day. Bye now.